What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron IV. We're playing as Legionary Romania. Last episode we were setting up some invasions down here in northern Africa to sweep across Cairo, all the way over here to, what is this, Derna. It's not Tobruk? I guess not, that's Benghazi. So, I've just given my Turkish forces the orders to go ahead and sweep across this way, which will be great. We've also taken a ton of casualties up here trying to help the Italians gain their land back here. So, I was looking at the casualties a second ago. We've already experienced 200k in casualties, which is ridiculous. My manpower is down to 685k. We can grow that if we're able to get Italy back and the Germans continue pushing upwards here in France. I'm thinking we might let our manpower sort of recharge a little bit. In addition to that, I've moved up my 4 purple divisions here to garrison this coast as the Americans keep trying to invade us up here. They've got 8 divisions that are trying to get off the boats. However, these Turkish forces here are helping me guard the coastline and are winning that battle. So, a couple of things we need to pick. We've got a new research available to us. It is 1943, so we could go with the mountain infantry there. We're good from a support perspective. How are we doing on tanks? Well, we could go with medium tank 3. That might be something we need to look into, as I do have a couple of tank divisions that are rolling out. We are also going to bring these divisions out like this, even though they're not fully trained up, because I'm going to stop training new divisions at the moment due to my manpower sort of going down. We can swing back around to that later if we need to, but this is 5 whole brand new divisions now that we can use to help out, and I'm thinking I want to assign them immediately to the, there we go, to the Italian front, so I'll bring those guys in as reinforcements. The tank stuff, how many tank divisions do I have, first of all? I have, oh yeah, I've got a couple up here. That's a Turkish one. I've got one for myself. Going and looking now. Mechanized. I think there's another tank division. He's assigned to green. He's not helping me out very much from a green standpoint. I'm actually going to assign you and send you over to Italy as well. There we go. So I've seen a 2 now. Okay. We're looking good otherwise. So we should be fine there. Alright. So what we also need to do is, God, that tank research is very tempting. Artillery could help us out more so in the short term, so I think I'm going to go with this one as it is 1943. Okay, we have free military factories, another 4 factories available to us now. The upgrade need is pretty significant here for equipment, for the infantry equipment level 3. New fighters research will be coming out soon. I do have the fighter production maxed out there, which is good. Significant needs from anti-tank and artillery standpoint. I think I'll give 1 factory there to artillery. Anti-tank will be good for now. And then I'll add another 2 factories there to my equipment 3 production line. And let's throw, I tell you what, let's throw 1 more factory into the artillery line like that. Okay, perfect. So all my factories now are repaired and up and running. If I go to my constructions here, I have 34 civilian factories working towards my favor. Trade-wise, we do need some additional steel and a little bit of rubber, so let's go ahead and grab that steel from the Germans like that. Perfect. So now I've got plenty of steel going across the production lines there, especially helping out my destroyer production and my submarine production. Oh, more military factories. Another 4. Really? Where are all these coming from? I'll give 2 to anti-tank and another 2 to artillery. Mechanized is pumping out at almost 2 per day as well. Let's double check on the air war. Things still looking green for us here in Alpine region as I'm filling back up my my fighters here. That looks like they've pulled out altogether from a fighter perspective, which is great. Southern France is red. Eastern Mediterranean or Western Mediterranean is red as well. But Berlin is safe, so that's good news. And I have a ton of fighters now helping us clean up Greece. So let's work on cleaning up Greece a little bit here. Looks like we are going to roll into this territory. I'll get you to go over here. Okay. So now my yellow divisions are free. Thought I told you guys to garrison. There we go. So that's going to kick the U.S. back off my coastline here. Perfect. Okay, now they're going to spread out across that coastline, which is what I like to see. We do have a bunch of allied forces that are sort of trapped over here on these islands, too. I wonder if I have any extra close air supports. I do. Maybe I can use them to help bomb this area. Because they're going to try to move in like this, but the Turks have them cut off, which is great. So now we need to figure out what we're going to do with our yellow group. Should we throw them into the mix over here? We could, as we continue to lose a ton of manpower. What's my casualty limit up to now? 223k. I have a ton of divisions over here that are helping out, though. We are about to pinch the allies here in northern Italy. That is fantastic. I've got a lot of Italian divisions, too, that I'm trying to help out. Centralized fire control is finished out. So let's continue with the land doctrines here. Recon rate is going to help me out a bunch, like that. And the new close air support is ready, so I'm going to assign you to, well, these are all considered Greece, actually. So I'll throw you in with my fighters there to help out. Production-wise, though, we're making almost 3 close air supports per day. Making almost 4.5 fighter 2s per day. Don't have any national focuses left that we can use. 21 more days till we get the fighter 3s up and going. We need to go ahead and research the close air support 3s as well. Oh, we could go with the capital ship effort, I guess, there. Any space here? Aircraft designer? We could go with light aircraft designer, so it gives extra fighter ability and max speed. That's always helpful. Ship designer. Oh. Don't have enough political power left, which is fine. Continuing to take out convoys here in the Mediterranean. And you can see now some good numbers here in Italy continued. Upgrade need now. We're just pumping out these nice infantry equipment 3s to all of our regiments. Do need the light tank 3s to continue production, so those are helping out, and then medium tank 2s. Missing still a ton of anti-tank equipment for my divisions, and then the improved artillery 3s here as well. Only making 2 of those per day. It's a pretty large need. Just gonna let that continue as much as possible. Okay, that's great to see these guys trapped up against this wall over here. What I may do is tell my... Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna tell my yellow group. Should I tell them to help over here? No, I may just let them bleed out without taking further casualties. Yellow group, what shall you do? I may tell them to just go ahead and garrison for the time being. These coastal areas. Whoops. I seem to have a knack for doing that, clicking on an airbase when I don't mean to. Like that. Okay. You can also occupy Albania as well. So we'll spread our guys out a little bit like that. Fighter 3 is now ready, so let's go ahead and switch the production line while I'm thinking about it. Okay, that's up and running. So with that research slot, let's go ahead and also grab the Close Air Support 3. It's only going to take 58 days. That's really good. Missing 10 steel now as well. So I'm going to continue to trade with the Germans to get that. Constructions-wise, we still have 31 factories that are helping to repair a lot of this infrastructure. Oh, I still have a ton of fighters wrapped up over here in the Ukraine from fighting the Soviets. We'll remove this. Close air supports. I've got a ton of those. Remove you. Okay. Whoops. How about over here? Another humongous amount of close air support 2s. That's where all my fighters have been sitting. So now I've got a ton of those left over, which automatically reboosts my Alpine region here. Close air support at 196. I'm going to go ahead and boost that up by another 100 to 296. Fighters are looking good right there. Go to logistics here. Close air supports. I have an extra 700, really. That's kind of nuts. So I might as well just go ahead and throw up. That's going to be too much for this airbase. Still too much. So 346 now. My allies keep using that airbase as well, so that kind of sucks. But we are bombing the hell out of them, which is great. Over here, I could create new close air support air wing. Not the whole shebang here. I just want to create, let's see. I'll throw 400 close air supports into that. Because I already have fighters. Yeah, I already have fighters working on that for me. I just want this to be 400, damn it. There we go. Okay, so we're deploying those guys. They're going to fly over. I'm going to put 400 close air supports over here into the Italian mainland to help out. Okay. So once they deploy, we'll go ahead and shove them over. But it looks like now, awesome, we have at least cut these Allied forces off here in the north of Italy. Sorry, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Had to answer a text really quickly. Yes, so we're continuing. It's awesome to see. I love it, I love it, I love it. Crushing these guys right now. Still a lot of British forces held up here in Switzerland, and so hopefully my close air supports are going to come in and really tear those guys up for me. Okay, new air wing is available. I'm going to assign you to Italy. Close air support, perfect. Yeah, guys, go ahead and bomb the hell out of them. Night vision has finished. Anything from an industry standpoint that I can do? Engineering-wise. Helps out our research time. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the next nuclear reactor. Now I'm just missing 2 rubber, which is great. Low manpower. Shit. I have a ton of divisions, though. I mean, that's part of the problem. How many divisions are down here? Looks like about 10 or so. Or I guess it's technically more than 10, but not a ton. A lot of my guys wrapped up here. I'm actually going to take Purple Group and make sure that you're all assigned to this line here. Yes, okay, 39 divisions. But artillery upgrade is finished up. Very good. So these guys are going to march down now a little bit further for me. We'll let the Germans continue to surround Switzerland there and try to trap a lot of those Allied forces. I might as well go ahead while I'm thinking about it and delete this order here. For purple. Very good. New research. That's about as far as the artillery research goes. So that's good. We could work on air doctrine. Agility plus 20%. That's huge. Let's get that. Okay. Okay, we're going to set a new offensive line here for Rome. Once we get into position, I'll tell them to go ahead and execute, but we have tons, and I mean tons of close air support and fighters ready to go here in the Italian mainland, as it's going to be up to us to execute this liberation. You can see our bombers continuing to roll in here into Switzerland and bomb the hell out of them. Looks like the Germans are taking a bit of a break, too. I mean, they're seeing... Well, they are making some moves across the line here. A couple of battles are breaking out, but it is February, so it's winter, so maybe that's why they're taking a break. We should probably wait for the weather to warm up a little bit before we hit execute on taking Rome back. Yes, I know I have low manpower. Jeez. It's 301,000 casualties now is what we're looking at, which is pretty crazy. So we need to go ahead and liberate the mainland here. Drive down into Sicily. Very good. All right. A lot of Allied forces down here in the south of Italy from what I'm seeing. Oh, are they about to break out down here in Turkey? It looks like they may. Close air support 3 is finished up. Let's switch over the production lines. Like that. Cool. So those guys are going to continue to roll out in an upgraded fashion. Ooh, jet engines. Should we try to get jets? I think that's under engineering. Oh, yeah, it's over here. Okay, under rocketry. So you do have to have the experimental rockets to get the jet engines going, so we'll work on that. Can the Turks hold them over here? If they start to break out, we'll move in and try to help them out. All right, and we're going to go ahead. It is March. Go, Purple Group. Nice. I'm seeing some good numbers already as we look to break through. Let's look at our enemy troops bombed 132. Like to see that. Cool. So that's going to help us make moves, and certainly love to see these trapping these guys over here. Yeah, you can see our close air supports now dropping bombs as well across the front. Yes, that is breaking the Americans down pretty significantly now. Making moves, guys. Let's do it. Rome is within our grasp. Yep, we're going to move 4 divisions now into Rome. Should be able to move into that pretty quickly. Got it. The capital of Italy now exists again. Move you guys in like this. Well, shit. They're held up pretty well over here in Tuscany. Very good. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the TheBillyBobHD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content. And we'll go ahead and catch you next time.